What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and oh boy, things are heating up at Funimation Studio. Now, I won't give you the entire background. I don't feel like most of you need to know everything. However, this is all stemming from the cancellation of a beloved voice actor who apparently cannot be named. That's right, I can't say the name, otherwise I have problems with people seeing these videos. I'm not kidding. I had to upload 4 different versions of my original, or 3 different versions of my original yesterday, eventually having to cut this person's name out altogether. So if you want to get this out there, I'm going to need you to share it on Twitter, Facebook, minds.com, Reddit, whatever social media you use, and also leave a like and a comment on it. So please do that. And before I get into the rest of this video, huge shout out to today's video sponsor, NordVPN. I've been using a VPN for the past few years, and given everything going on in today's internet world, it's something I strongly recommend you look into. NordVPN has over 5,200 servers in 60 countries, no data logging. It has an extension for the Chrome browser, which is lightweight, user-friendly from the very first click. It has super fast servers, 24/7 customer support, up to 6 simultaneous connections, which means your computer, your laptop, your cell phone, whatever you want to protect. It also has an automatic kill switch. Keep access to your favorite websites, entertainment, and content, and forget about censorship or bandwidth limits. NordVPN was selected as the best VPN at the VPN Awards in 2018, and right now they're offering a huge 75% off deal off their 3-year plan, including 1 free month. And most importantly, you support the channel when you check it out. Hey, you're going to need a VPN, and even though the offer is ending soon, NordVPN is offering 75% off their 3-year plan, including 1 free month. So why not support the channel while browsing the web securely by following the link in the description below and getting NordVPN today. So yesterday, some recording sessions were leaked. Why they were leaked, I'll never know. The motivations of or the actual origins of these audio files are still unknown to me. Many of them are very spicy. Many of them are the equivalent of high school jokes. I wasn't put off by any of them at all. I should be clear that I believe strongly that the man who shall not be named, as well as just about everyone involved here, which includes people like Chris Sabat, should not be canceled either. These are jokes. You might not like them. They may rub you the wrong way. But so what? That is my own opinion. I'm not going to act all fake outraged over words that I hear. That isn't a shot at anybody. I'm just trying to approach this from a fair perspective. If you didn't think the beautiful man should have been canceled, then you really can't expect any of these people to be canceled, with maybe the exception of one of the anime voice actors who repeatedly dropped the bundle of sticks terminology, or the term for a cig in Europe, maybe in some areas, repeatedly. I strongly suspect that that clip will be the one that gets highlighted. And I strongly suspect that this person will be canceled, because we know that there are groups of people you cannot make fun of, and he did that. He will be canceled for that. I'm almost certain, as bigger media outlets start to pick up this story. I think the nexus or the root of all of the anger about this is simply because of the double standard. It would appear as though everybody involved in the Funimation studio is just as crass, just as offensive as anything he who shall not be named ever was or did. And he was cast out as a leper, while these people continue to be employed, and I get text messages during my video. Awesome. All right, so to be clear, I don't think any of these people should have been canceled. I don't suspect that's how it's going to shape out, in particular with one of these gentlemen who was talking about a bundle of sticks quite a bit. What this boils down to is audio outtakes that were created, or audio clips that were created in the Funimation studio and then leaked. We see a first article starting on the how do you say it? I don't want to be negative about Game Rant, but like not the big three. Funimation audio leaks controversy. Will it impact Dragon Ball Z? Maybe. Anime company Funimation is currently the #1 trend on Twitter after inappropriate recording sessions were leaked online. These recording sessions included the voices of Dragon Ball Z voice actors making spicy remarks, as well as mommy and daughter jokes and other types of things. And by the way, I'll link all these for you in the description below. You can decide yourself if you think they're over the line. I don't care. If Vic wasn't supposed to be canceled, neither should these people. All I want is a fair enforcement of their own rules, which they've shared publicly on Twitter. It remains to be seen how Funimation audio leaks will impact the company's business moving forward, especially as it seems to have upset some Japanese voice actors who have been actively tweeting about it. However, something else to consider is how it may impact the English dubs of video games like the upcoming Dragon Ball Z game, for instance. And if you look at, I think I have this guy's tweet actually. Hold on, let me grab it, because here he goes. Yuki Matsukai saying, and this is a Japanese voice actor, verified, not huge followers, but his tweet's getting traction. Here's exactly what I said. The voice actors of the English version of Dragon Ball have recorded a parody at Funimation, which consists of offensive jokes and some other type of spicy things. It is a huge problem that could end the English Dragon Ball franchise. Now, I don't think that's likely to be the case. I would certainly suspect that maybe this means you're going to see a full-on house cleaning. By the way, something that never would have happened had these people have never gathered their pitchforks and came for much beloved man who shall not be named. And then we see this article by Angel Wilson on the Geek Diary or the Geekery, one that I strongly agree with. And this is somebody who is on the opposite. This is somebody who thought he should have been canceled. Earlier this year, we reported on the firing of somebody by Funimation in relation to a convention culture and a movement. Now, even more voice actors are in hot water after bad behavior. Last night, at what feels like a move to burn the house on the way out, Nick Rekieta retweeted a link to audio of other Funimation voice actors making extremely offensive jokes during a recording. The jokes include all sorts of bad things, references to, what happened there? What happened? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Nonetheless, many Vic supporters point to the apparent hypocrisy of some of the voice actors who they have viewed as abandoning him earlier this year, since he was fired over a clause in Funimation's rules that these actors have also appeared to have violated. The line of thinking is that they should all get canned. I don't disagree with that. As much as I detest the tactic and I am firmly in the kick camp, they aren't wrong. However, there seems to be an assumption that those who opposed Vic will somehow reveal themselves to be hypocrites themselves now that actors on, quote, their side are revealed to be horribly offensive. As far as I'm concerned, clean the entire house of people like this and start over. This sort of played towards a gotcha feels eerily familiar of all sorts of things. Supporters there too seem to think that people on our side, blah, blah, blah. The saddest part of the whole ordeal is that it could cause one of the biggest English dub studios to collapse on itself. I personally don't watch dubs. Yes, I'm a sub snob. But there's value in English language market, and I think of my friends' children who can't read fast enough and keep up with the subs. I'm sad for the future of the dub market for their sake. If Funimation doesn't make some fundamental changes in their work culture, this could damage the entire market for a long time to come. There's a lot of really strong language around the future of Dragon Ball due to these leaks. To me, now there is some spice, but again, what this boils down to be honest with you, I think actually helps Vic prove that the culture at Funimation was one of jokes, one of high school actions at time, was one of going across the line for the sake of comedy with friends, if this is how they acted while using the Funimation studio, one can assume this is pretty normal behavior for them. And again, not behavior that I'm offended by personally. You may be, and that's okay. But I am firmly in the camp of, look, if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. And if Funimation doesn't act here, I would be surprised if bigger outlets didn't pick up this story. I keep checking Polygon and Kotaku and IGN to cover this, but of course it's in their best interest not to cover this because I believe strongly they supported the cancellation of The Man Who Shall Not Be Named. But if more and more people pick up the tale, if more and more people pick up some of these leaks, and by the way, some of them will go viral on Twitter. Some of them are really spicy. For me, who cares? You should know better in current year than saying some of the things that these Funimation voice actors said. It's also delicious that many of these people were the same people, you know, tutting at He Who Shall Not Be Named and acting like they had gotten the vapors over some of the things he said, like, or that he threw a jelly bean or he made a dad joke. Look, here's the thing. This is how normal people act and talk, all right? Sometimes normal people cross a line. Sometimes normal people push the boundaries. This is how normal humans are. People that do voice acting for Funimation, for Dragon Ball Z, for any of these shows, they're also, now wait for it, this might be shocking, normal people. Now, I don't go around dropping the bundle of sticks word often because, well, it's current year. In fact, I can't remember the last time I unironically said it. And that guy is probably going to be gone. He's gone on a blocking spree on Twitter. He's basically in hiding now because he himself probably knows that he will be disavowed by those that support him. And you can see Nick Rekieta's tweet getting 3,000 likes with 1.5 thousand retweets. This is not nothing. Funimation trending #1 in the United States. This is going to get a few more articles. I have a feeling they will focus on the bundle of sticks terminology, but I could be wrong. Maybe they'll more broadly look at, quite honestly, the entire work environment at Funimation. They make jokes about the sacred ointment and using it, and then there's, you know, a joke about him entering me, and it's just like dumb jokes. But that's all Vic too, as far as what I can see. So it'll be interesting to see as some of the bigger outlets pick this up, if they do. If they don't, I suspect Funimation will do nothing and will continue to protect those that they believe, that they support from an ideological level. But a lot of these leaks, if, let's say, somebody else had said them, these folks would have just as been just as outraged. Sean Schemmel is the one that, by the way, has the extremely spicy take, I would say. Again, Funimation, part of our core mission to celebrate diversity of the anime community is to share our love for the genre and its positive impact on all we do. We do not any kind of harassment or bad behavior being directed at anyone. Well, that has a typo right in it. Funimation's probably going to have to do something. I'm going to guess that Sean's going to be the fall guy, especially if you all help share this video. We'll have to see. I don't think any of them should have been canceled. Maybe Sean, because he should have just known better. But this is how people are. And acting like you're any better than anyone else is one sure way to get people to dig into your past and to have things like this pop up. Enjoy the long weekend, Funimation. I'm sure you're hoping everyone forgets about this by Tuesday. But hopefully you'll watch this video, share it, and like it so it gets a little legs. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon. Hey, if you're still hanging out, there's a subscribe button right on the screen right now. Make sure to click that, turn notifications on. And if you want to see the next video, that should also be hovering around the screen. Thanks so much for watching this and for supporting the channel. What are you waiting for? Subscribe and, you know, turn on notifications and like the video.